welcome to What We Watch in the Dark. My name's Nathan, and today we will be going over the movie, if you haven't figured it out yet, Magnolia. It has an ensemble cast of Tom Cruise, Julianne Moore, Philip Seymour Hoffman, John C. Reilly, Jason Robards, and William H. Macy. From those are mainly the main characters, or the more famous ones. But this is a Paul Thomas Anderson film. And it's written by Paul Thomas Anderson. Let's go ahead and roll the trailer. Roll.
Stressful, and I'd hope to have a relationship that is very calm and undemanding and loving. So if you are this person, please leave me a message.
I have a son, you know.
You do? And this big game that we play in life, it's not what you hope for, it's not what you deserve, it's what you take.
I'm Jimmy Gator.
You come home soon after the show. I love you.
Look at Thomas Kidd, Jean Baptiste Clamolier. What, I'm made to feel like a freak? What is that, Jimmy? What is that?
I took care of him through this, Alan. What now, then? Me and him. Do you understand? There's no one else. No one else.
See, this is the scene of the movie where you help me out.
Welcome back. Let's start out with some fun trivia. It took 90 days to film, but it was only scheduled for 77, so 13 days over. Paul Thomas Anderson wrote the bulk of it in a Vermont cabin that William H. Macy owns. Paul Thomas Anderson also made a visit to Eyes Wide Shut, where he asked Tom Cruise to play the Frank role. Almost every location contains at least one picture or painting of a magnolia. Jason Richbards, a character in the film's suffering from terminal brain and lung cancer, coincidentally, that actor died from lung cancer a year after the film was released. When Boogie Nights was such a big hit, this is what I was talking about at the beginning. They just basically, New Line said, hey, dude, you do you. New Line Cinema did tell Paul Thomas Anderson that they would bankroll whatever he fancied making it. Basically, after Boogie Nights, New Line Cinema was so happy with him, they said, we'll bankroll whatever film you want to make. We'll greenlight it. John C. Reilly was tired of always playing... John C. Reilly was always playing bigger, so he asked Paul Thomas Anderson to write him a part in which he falls in love with the girl. Interesting. One of the books that Stanley's reading, Quiz Kid, that does awesome until they won't let him pee, but you'll get to there. Anyway, you'll notice that one of the scientists he's studying is Charles Fort. Charles Fort kind of expanded the boundaries of scientific research. Like the frogs falling in the film, that actually happens. It happened in 1998 in South London. So that is scary, interesting. But it just kind of, spiders are the same way. It will rain spiders sometimes. And they actually hope for it because they make their web almost like a parachute kind of a thing, and they Spider-Man-ing around, man. It's jacked up, I tell you. Weird shit. Nah. Anyway, well, that's pretty much the trivia. My thoughts on this was I've always really enjoyed this film. The idea is that everybody's connected in this film, even if they just pass by each other. It's a really, really well-directed and has great cinematography. The editing is wonderful. I would say even story-wise, we're looking at a 9 here, a solid 9. He did a great job, Paul Thomas Anderson. Way to go. He did write parts for Philip Baker Hall and William H. Macy, specifically with those characters in mind. Right on. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Here comes the next movie line. The greatest gift a grandson can give his grandfather is a hot college girl who wants to have unprotected sex with him before he dies. Remember, love everybody and stop the war. Stop the war.